Hey you guys, good morning! Happy Friday. Oh. happy Friday, everybody. Hope everyone's doing extremely well. It's very loud. That, of course, was Near the Border from Ace Combat 0 as we celebrate. I did notice it at the very end, yeah. As we celebrate another trip around the Ace Combat Sun. What a night, dude. What a night. What a night. Oh, time for an Ace Combat Marathon to celebrate. I'm like this close to doing it. Only this time I would use save states for 4 and 5. Like it's you shat yourself when oh my god. I played the first 3 missions of Ace Combat 7 last night and I'm ready to go home and play more. That's the power of Ace Combat. Yesterday was a crazy day and you know, for what it's worth, I just wanted to give a shout. You know, we're just starting up, but I can't help but feel just extremely grateful. Just to the community, you know, to everybody. I mean, like, this has been such a wild week, between, you know, the streamer awards, which, let's be real, the streamer awards were dookie, like absolute dookie. And I'm not like criticizing QT Cinderella, because I think the desire, to do something good is a given, right? Like, I actually think, like, you know, her intentions are good. The problem is the streamer culture is like just doo-doo. To put it gently, like, the streamer culture is such ass that any goodwill, I think, that you put towards that presentation, it just falls flat, because it's just like, man, it's just like, I don't want to say lowest common denominator, because that's like insulting and we try not to do that here. But it's like lowest common denominator. It's not good. I've seen a bunch of clips this week and I'm just like, wow. This is not my scene at all. Number one. So, the performance was great. Iron Mouse sounded great. I sounded good. I sounded great too. Like, we really wanted to do something good. Hello! And I really, you know, I think the intention to do that performance at the Streamer Awards was really good. But that being said, you know, what was the audience ready for that? No. Live. I thought we did great. Which was awesome. So, you know, I'm really happy about that. But yeah, I don't think, you know, the performance being pre-recorded, you know, I don't think it matters. You know, it's cool. I was really happy, and thank you so much for all the love and generosity and the words of affirmation. And I mean, like, really just something else. It was really special to interact with so many of you over the last couple. Hi, baby. What's up? What's up? Did you go poopy? Did you go poopy? You poo-pooed? You want to say hi to chat? You want to go up? No, she wants to eat. Sorry. You know how it goes with Luna. Whenever Luna takes a shit, for those of you that are maybe new, she takes a shit, and then if I'm not there, she comes back to tell me about it. She gets very excited. Yeah. Also, I guess another update. I mean, like that was the first ever live stream that I've like entertained 2,000 people at one time, which was like what a feat. I mean, you know, I was just really blown away by that. Hello. Yeah, so pretty amazing. Okay, what else? Sorry, I'm like running on. I just took a long nap. Then of course the Warframe collab yesterday morning with Mouse was terrific. Oh, who's being hateful and misogynistic? We don't allow that. You know, as far as streaming with Iron Mouse yesterday was delightful. It was so much fun. It was so much fun. No one is yet. Oh, you're prepared. No, I don't think anybody's gonna be weird. What's up? As far as, you know, streaming with Iron Mouse was a delight. She's just like a wonderful person. I'm like, I would do it again today, if she asked me to, you know what I mean? Like I would do anything involving streaming with Iron Mouse today. I really would. Just wonderful. What a wonderful person. And then, of course, last night we had the Game Awards. And I don't know if you guys have seen this, but I feel like sharing it because I'm so excited. But yesterday they announced Ace Combat 8. That mouse chick is pretty cool. Yeah, I know, right? I heard good things about her. Iron Mouse is just amazing, and I appreciate you. The worst someone could expect in Marco's live chat is the backseat incident with Armored Core. Oh, God. But for those of you that weren't here, this is a genuine me. This is me. Like, I don't freak out about things very often. Like, I freak out, but, like, I usually am like, what? Oh! Like, I try. That's just also me, who I am. But, like, yesterday, literally, yesterday, I mean, this is me yesterday. Hello. Like, this is as genuine as it gets. Like, this is me as an adult. Like, a pig in shit for one of my favorite series of all time. Wait! I just wanted to talk about it a little bit so I can also relive it another time. Wait! I mean, you hear the fighter jets, and like, I know that not everybody cares about Ace Combat, but it's $5 right now, chat, on Steam.
It's all over. The last lands of the FCU, the Federation of Central Asia.
It's so cringe, but also so exciting. It is cringe to watch. But this is full stop me. This is, the fact that it's first person. No, I turned down the volume a little bit. Yeah. Oh my God! I'm just so excited. Oh my God! It's like, oh my. The thing is, like, Ace Combat is just Gundam. This is Gundam. You cried at Okami too? I respect that. Plus, like, this is some of my favorite music in gaming. Like, one of my most played soundtracks is actually a cover band called the Tiberian Suns. Was that Mads Mikkelsen? No, it wasn't. I was being crazy. 2026! I really thought it was going to come in 2027. So I was freaking out. And then when I saw it was co-op. That guy really does look like Mads Mikkelsen. Tiberian Sun, the Tiberian Sun's cover band has my favorite album of video game music. Like, it looks like it's co-op based on the data that we get over in Steam. Also, we'll be doing the thank you update next week for Expedition 33. I know I said I wasn't going to touch anything in regards to like post-game content because the package is so good. All of those phrases sounded really inappropriate. I didn't even do that one on purpose. The package. Oh my god. Jeff is an incredible host by all. Yeah, I fully agree. You should get hyper for Ace Combat. If there's one game that you could get hyper for, it's Ace Combat. I know, now I have to try Simon. But I understand that. Also, I mean, you know, if you're not happy about the AAA industry, you know, I've been thinking a lot about this. If you're not happy with the AAA industry, maybe, oh, Balthazar, thank you. Maybe it's time to look at the indie scene, you know? Maybe it's time to look at the indie scene in earnest. Thank you, Balthazar. You know? Dead as Disco. You know what I mean? Like, because I understand where you're coming from. I would never discredit that feeling of frustration. I don't personally feel that way, but I get it. You know, but maybe, what is this? Dead as Disco. Is it a fighting game? What? Is it a fighting game? A rhythm fighting game? Oh! No fucking way! Oh my god! Oh my god! Thank you for telling me about this. Oh my god, that looks so good. Are you out of your mind? Whoa! Oh! Oh, the covers of, oh my god, that's cool. Like they never danced before.
I'm gonna make you wish you stayed dead.
Whoa.
Let's rock.
When does this come out? Oh my god, I had no idea this game existed. So talking about indies, here's a demo. Wow, coming soon? Oh my god, that is cool. Don't make me play the demo. We have to do a Patreon music, but let me just... wow. So anyway, talking about if AAA is bothering you these days, which is I think a fair statement, then what are your thoughts on E33 winning best RPG? I've seen people say it isn't an RPG. Well, what is it then? I mean, like, what is it then? If it's not an RPG, then what is it? It's a JRPG. It is literally a JRPG. It is literally inspired by Hamaguchi. Sakaguchi. Oh god, I forgot. It's literally an RPG. It's an adventure game because there's no choice. That's not possible. That's not possible. That is absurd. That, I mean, listen, don't get me wrong. As far as we go, so I mean, the thing is, like, there's multiple avenues, right? That's like The Witcher 3 is technically an RPG. It's just the Western RPG. That's what we used to. Do you guys remember? That's what we used to say. BioShock, Mass Effect, Skyrim. we used to call those RPGs too. We used to call those Western RPGs. Buonasera versus, Japanese RPGs. We used to call them JRPGs. Now, of course, we have that situation where Noshida-san for 14 said that he felt that the term JRPG was derogatory, which that was his personal opinion. I mean, that's like saying Chrono Trigger is not an RPG. They're literally like, you know what I mean? So, like I think Kingdom Come Deliverance 2, if there was a category that it could have and should have won, I do think that the RPG category would be incredibly appropriate, and probably, honestly, if you compare the two, it probably could have and should have won. And I don't even really care for Kingdom Come because it's custom. I only played it with mods because I wanted to make it more of a game for me, because it's such a life. It's like such a great. If you're into that, it's amazing. So I don't know, like. I think people are probably upset just because there's so much hype. Well, you mean people on Twitter? Because I've only seen this on Twitter. I've only seen any of the commentary about E33 on Twitter. So I mean, I immediately invalidate it. Just put it through the lens. Also, hello. We have a lot of new folks, a lot of first-time chatters. We have a lot of folks that are on Twitter. This is a large, honestly, this is a large crowd for me on Twitter. Or hello, on Twitch. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry, Twitch. I didn't mean to do that. Forgive me so much. If you're new to the streams, this is our Friday Patreon live stream. And what does that mean? Well, I know I called you Twitter. I'm so sorry. I should flog myself. Today, every Friday, we listen to video game music that is provided by my Patreon community. That's one of their perks. They get to share. We get to share music. Obviously, you don't need to be a patron to enjoy it, but this is just my little thank you to them every week, every Friday. And we listen to video game music. That's what we do for 3 to 4 hours. I get a little bit weird in these streams, especially if I'm very tired. I get kind of crazy. I'm not tired today, so we should be pretty stable. But there are days where I'm very tired and I have to keep myself awake. So there's a lot of commentary, inappropriate commentary, and many other things that it becomes very crazy. And we'll probably be here for 3-4 hours. So feel free to stay as long as you like. Basically it's Marco Meatball Radio. I do tend to go on crazy tangents. So yeah, welcome in for those of you that are new. Whether you're new because of Iron Mouse or some other way, thank you for being here. What's the agenda for today? I'll tell you what the agenda is for today. I gotta grab my list. My list for today is as follows. Today we're gonna be checking out. We're going to be checking out Grandblue Fantasy, Pac-Man World 2 Re-Pac, Kirby and the Forgotten Land, Final Fantasy 16, Xenosaga Episode 1. Those would be the ones that I analyze and talk about and stop and start a lot. Then we'll be checking out Hollow Knight, Silksong. Oh, Trobbio. That will turn into a video, so that will be a little bit different. Suikoden 2, Aliens Fireteam Elite, Megami Tensei 2, Majin Tensei 2. Oh, that's a choice. I have a choice. Fallout 1 and 2, Fate Grand Order, Project X Zone 2, Honkai Star Rail, Memento Mori, Payday 2, I Was a Teenage Exocolonist. Oh, that's my choice. And then either Banjo-Kazooie or Earthbound. So we're going to be going through. It'll be pretty quick. These tracks are all fairly short, some 5-minuters. If we have time at the end, I'll pivot down to the next week's list. As an FYI, just ahead of time. What do you mean, hi Bandai? Bandai Namco in the chat. Pac-Man mention. I have friends at Bandai Namco, so I'm very grateful. Bandai Namco watched me make a fool of myself. Screaming my guts out. Bandai Namco, you know, I was thinking, if I can somehow interview Keiki Kobayashi or any of the sound team at Project Aces, I might have a stroke. So I don't know if that's actually a good idea, but there are very few. It was measured and reasonable. Thank you. There are very few composers that I like would probably lose my cool over, and Keiki Kobayashi would definitively be one of them. So yeah, so let's get so speaking of Night Rain, actually, since Bandai Namco's here, Bandai Namco, I don't think you can officially tell me this. Maybe you can. I haven't seen an official drop for the Night Rain DLC OST. Like, as far as I know, it wasn't in the package, but no, you can't answer this. It doesn't matter. I was going to say, do you have an estimate for when that would be available so I can do my job on some of those tracks? The people are asking, but it's okay if not. Imagine if Bandai Namco like spilled the beans. Bandai Namco was like, oh, it's coming out next week. I only say that because there's a lot of rips on YouTube, which I can probably use, but I also want it to be respectful to the composers. Because, you know, I know that it's not like the full version or it's like whatever, so. They're like, okay, but don't tell anyone. It's a secret just for this chat. Basically, I talked to the composer. Alas, I can't answer that. It's fine. I talked to the composer, and he expressed some dissatisfaction with, you know, with the fact that the tracks on YouTube are not the full tracks. So I kind of feel like respecting. I don't kind of feel, but I feel like I ought to respect Miyazawa-san just because I really admire his work. I mean, I think maybe what I'll do is I'll give it a little bit of time, and thankfully, FromSoft music for me like doesn't really ever like go out of flavor. So I think even if we get to it in a couple weeks or a month or whatever, it'll be okay. Trust me, I want to listen. Oh, Kinoto, yeah. Okay, let's dive in, shall we? Parade's Lust from Grandblue Fantasy. Grandblue Fantasy is a total family-friendly JRPG gacha game with absolutely no problematic characters, themes, or character themes. Good morning. Balthazar, thank you. You subscribed for 6 months in advance. I appreciate that. Oh, look, wow, we have royalty here. Not only do we have Bandai Namco in chat, but we also have Masahiro Sakurai. The exact kind of profile picture I would expect Sakurai to use. All we need is Todd Howard, and we've got it. We've got everybody. Sì, infatti i miei genitori sono di campagna, però io ho vissuto in Roma quando ero un bambino. Però Chinotto è una cosa che ho assaggiato spesso, l'ho bevuto. Non è proprio una cosa che mi è piaciuta tanta quando ero un bambino, però diciamo che se mio nonno mi dasse un po' di Chinotto l'ho bevuto. All right. Parade's Lust. Sorry, I was speaking in a different language. We were talking about a drink. I was talking about a drink. All right. Parade's Lust. Grandblue. I like saying the word lust. Parade's Lust. Grandblue Fantasy. Let's listen, and I'll probably stop 2 or 3 times, just to keep movement. What? Are you for real? That's not what I expected. Okay. Hey, Snowman. Ciao, arrivederci. Okay, there's something worth talking about right there. So something really interesting right away is the fact that we get this real grind and crunch. So obviously the voice is, I would say it definitely has that kind of naturally pointed, I wouldn't say whiny, but the natural pointed style that's very bright. It sits right here. How old am I? I'm 38 years old. How old are you? And so what's interesting to me is when we point the sound like that, we create, well, obviously besides the natural brightness, there's a youthful energy in it, which is really great. So you get like a natural sort of like, also you get a little bit of edge, of course. You get a little bit of like, who the fuck do you think I am? Or do you think you are? You know what I mean? Like there's a sound in that of like, of like aggravation. And you're 16 years old? Okay. Well, you're welcome. Just, lock it in. Hey Arbiter. The only thing I was missing from the Game Awards is probably like the Final Fantasy IX remake, if it even exists. I've given up, and Bloodborne, I've given up, or maybe the Dusk Bloods, but I've given up. It's fine, whatever. So that's pretty cool. So then also note that when we also transition further into the piece, we have this real interesting where I stopped. We have this da dee da dee da 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 da. Which is really nice because there's a sense of natural decay, and also so I'm looking at this picture, and in this picture, I think this is a stock photo, right? But the sort of devilish aspects are really interesting. There's a kind of demonic thing that occurs right in here. Right there, right? So you feel like there's a bit of like, maybe not rage, but a kind of like a laden anger and stuff. Oh, it's Belial. Oh, all right, well there you go. It's Belial. All right, my bad. So in that case, if this is Belial, which it seems like it is, what's really interesting to me is actually the youthful sound is almost like the fact that like as a demon or Belial, there's sort of like this ageless kind of sound. You know what I mean? Where there's especially in that previous section, right before I stopped, there's this kind of press into the voice, like hey, you know what I mean? Like where he's mocking. There's a mockery in that sound, and so all of it while we go through this is very much about like, who do you think I am? What are you gonna do? And I know I already said that, but it's interesting to hear how we can kind of through music. So, and this is actually a worthwhile tangent. As we, in music, sometimes, when it comes especially to character themes, sometimes we only have one structure, or like one like overarching idea. And then what's cool about music is that we can actually change the way the idea is proclaimed, even though the idea doesn't change. Does that make sense, guys? Like, so I just repeated myself twice, and that's because before we heard just the original sound that was right here in the nose, right? Which you already heard was a bit like stinky. It was already a bit of like a, get out of my way. Then as we fast forward to this little corner, now we have this sort of static. And you notice that even though there's probably some different subtext potentially, what we're getting here is the exact same like idea from the very beginning of the piece, which I think is very cool. And it's one of the things that only music can really do, where you take a concept, hi Interstellar, you take a concept and through line it through music while actively changing the emotional aspects. Ooh, what does that message say? That looks like Japanese. See what I mean? Not yet, Reaper. It's Grandblue Fantasy. Yes, it is. Arigatou gozaimasu. Okay, I'm going to stop one more time and then let the rest of it probably play out unless there's some big shift that happens. So what's really interesting about this is oh my God, Marco, you're such a weeb. I am, it's true. I've accepted it. What I think is really interesting here is that this ends up being more of a parlato spoken journey rather than a sing-songy musical one. We've spent the better half of this song. Now the song is 4.5 minutes. Well, so exactly half the song, mostly, just talking, and talking with agitation and talking with intensity, which is really cool. And it's interesting how we can take a character theme, and it doesn't have to be like, I am Belial, I am the devil. We don't have to. We don't have to do that. Instead, we can be like, it's amazing how we can have the musical variety in how we want to achieve a characterization. You know what I mean? And I think that's excellent and a delight. Also, can I just say about the Game Awards yesterday? I was thinking about this. I emailed Jeff Keighley and I was like, ooh, man, please, I would love to be, I want to announce the game of the OST of the year. And then I saw who it was, being Lenny Kravitz. And I said to myself, right, okay, that's fair. I mean, I think I'm pretty cool, but like, I'm not Lenny Kravitz cool. You know what I mean? Like Lenny Kravitz is up here. And like, even though it's a dream and I think we can get there, like in like 2-3 years, probably. Maybe sooner, I don't know. Maybe a year, I don't know. I got to email him today. You know what I mean? Like it would be cool to be like, wow, Marco Meatball is as cool as Lenny Kravitz, but I don't think that's true. As cool as I am, but yeah. I know Ace Combat's real. I'm so excited. I know. I can barely function. I literally. Gotta give me kudos for trying. Well, thank you. Listen, you never get anything in life without asking. One of the things that I've started to do, and I did when I was doing voiceover like intensively, was reach outs and inviting. Your network is your net worth, in a lot of ways. I grew up in a family that was very closed off. Like we only kind of lived within our bubble. And so when we needed help, we couldn't get it. And the fact that I didn't resent it, but I kind of pushed against it. And I said, you know what, if I'm going to, basically anything that's happened in my life has happened because of other people. Honestly. Like the good parts of my life have occurred because of other people. reaching out, connecting, genuine friendships, you know, whatever. So being able to, hey, Poison Zero, being able to connect with people in a meaningful way, can really like change your life, you know? So yeah, anyway, let's keep going, and we'll probably just let this one play out. Oh, see. Never mind. Sorry, I lied. You know, now we're actually singing. So it's interesting how now it's enjoy your lurk, Irish Video Game Orchestra. So now go ahead. So I think like that's cool because this whole first half is just talking about you know, his intentions and the world and so on and so forth. You know what I mean? I like your words, Mr. Music Man. Thank you. That's cool. Hey, Bork. Wow, it's just us. It's just us playing with our mouths together. Okay, Belial. What the fuck? Bow chicka wow wow? Is this a porn song? Wait, what the fuck? Wait, what the fuck? Well, I mean, it makes sense that Belial would like be sort of sexual, right? Because if it's all about, if Belial is, you know, a purveyor of sin and so on and so forth, like it actually kind of, it makes sense, but it's kind of funny. So it's, you know, it's very like leather jacket coated, you know what I mean? It's very like, yeah, carnal, hedonistic. He wants you to give in to your like primal urges, and then obviously then he takes control and so on and so forth. Hi, Sandy. So I think that's pretty interesting, you know. I mean, it's a good song. I would say that that's pretty low on my like must listen to list. Well, it's not on the list, I should say. Sorry. You know, I'm not crazy about that song. I mean, I think it's well produced, obviously, but it didn't like blow me away. There are other tracks that I like a lot. So Zero is a prime example of Grandblue Fantasy. I know all of you Ace Combat fans are totally coded, but when I heard Zero, you just had a meltdown. But Zero from Grandblue Fantasy is insane, and it's like obviously it's a similar format, but obviously much grander. Whereas this one was okay. I wasn't crazy about it. Yeah. So thank you though for that. Okay, so we've done that. Pac-Man World 2 Re-Pac. So we're gonna listen to both. Harsh Harsh Winds and Hot Fire Trouble. As mentioned before, the normal game's OST is almost identical to the original music. However, this remake includes a post-game with even harder levels and bosses with complete new remixes. This is the post-game remix of Be Doing Woods 2-1 and Butane Pain 2-3. I wish you could have listened to the normal game soundtrack so you could compare, but oh well. This is the post-game remix for Volcanic Panic 4-2, really short loop, but damn if it isn't catchy. Paradise Lost is very good. Yes, I agree. I've heard that. I don't remember it, but I know I've liked it. Chad, how many of you are from the Iron Mouse community that have come to join into this community? Photor, huh, Hmon? Yeah, Photor looks good. Photor looks good. Photor looks really good. Me from Mouse. Hi, Matt. No, it doesn't count because you're one of my mods. Hi, Celesta. Or Celesta. Me, but I already... Yeah, I know you. Fuck. Now this is pod racing. God, I can't wait for that game. You discovered more about Mouse through me. I'm here independent of Iron Mouse, but yes, I'm part of the family. Hi, JK, what's up? Hi, Tsubasa. Yeah, Kradir, I hope they take their time with Full Tour too. It looks like it'll be really good. I knew of Mouse before you, before I knew of you, but I've been here for years. I know, I remember. Rusty Road. Excellent. We'll see if Star Wars games do get stuck in hell. It's true. I miss Ultra Kill. Hi, Tummy. Tummy Nums. What a name. Excellent. Well, hello, you guys. All right. Harsh Harsh Winds and Hot Fire Trouble. Let's talk about them. Oh, yeah. I stream both on Twitch and on YouTube. Some people have a preference. Okay, it's gonna repeat. Yep. Hello. You know, I suppose you can hear the wind in that. So it's called Harsh Harsh Winds, and I actually love the percussion. Beep 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 beep. That part's really cool. Also, what's really cool about it is the fact that we have this call and response, right? So we kind of circle back. Exactly, yeah. Building on top of itself, calling back to opening stanzas, 1,000,000%. So we have that like kind of recurrent motif, and the motif. I just remembered I had the weirdest dream, chat. I had a dream that there were coyotes on top of my house, and then I was walking with Luna and my wife and her dog, and there was a giant German Shepherd on a like the top. It was like a brownstone house, and there was a 8-foot long German Shepherd, and there was a pack of like 15 dogs in front of the stairs looking up at the German Shepherd. They caught wind of us. We start booking it. And then suddenly there's a girl following us. and she's telling me that I'm touching her, but I'm literally like, what are you saying? You're literally like following us. You're like 2 feet next to us. Leave us alone. And then she's like, well, I'm going to call the police because you're harassing me. And I'm like, I'm harassing you? I'm literally holding my dog. What are you talking about? And then we like sat there for like an hour, and I'm like, did you call the police? Like, what are we doing here? There's literally like a pack of dogs up here, and canceled in my dreams. And then I was like, well, I'm going to call the fucking police. Cause like, what the fuck are we doing here? So then I call the police, and they're like, oh, okay. And then there was like 2 people singing in Russian, and my ex-fiance was there, and she had gone like viral. She had like 8 million views on some video where she's singing in Russian, and her and I are not speaking to each other. And then I'm like, and then I'm like, wow, you're very good as well. And I go, and then I woke up. And then I woke up, and that was it. I don't know what the fuck that's supposed to mean, but I don't know why I related to that via this harsh winds, but that was my dream. And now all of you have to know what that dream was. Now you must suffer as well. So I don't know. Yeah, sleepers. Yeah, exactly. Anyway. Did I have a fever? No, anyway, it was a dream. I haven't had a dream in a while. But anyway, so it was a good sleep. In any case, so harsh woods winds. You can actually feel the beep beep bop bop beep bop 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 beep bop 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 beep bop bop bop. You know what I mean? I did promise that things wouldn't get weird. How am I doing? How am I doing? But anyway, let's rewind a little bit. Yeah, so I'm gonna stick with the idea that that's actually wind, because you get a lot of little variables in there that I'm like looking at my hairline. My hair is not doing me any favors right this second. I'll just stand like this the whole time. So there's you hear obviously in the rhythm, the fast rhythm, all that, coupled with the main motif, which has its own sort of life that I don't know what that life is just yet, but like I think it's pretty cool how we get the item flying through the air with the and stuff like that. It's so cool. Like right there in the background, you get ba-da-da, and it's like, well, what is that? It's probably going to be some sort of like, is it a clothesline flying through the air? Is it like a bird? Is it, you know what I mean? Like it's cool because there's still like the core melodic essence is positivity. I think ba 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 ba. Right, so like pretty charming, right? It's like a happy little tune coupled with all this stuff in the background. It's like holding on to like a steel beam or something, and but you're doing it with a smile. You know what I mean? I was dope as shit at the Streamer Awards. I appreciate you, dude. Thank you so much. Thank you for saying so. It's also interesting how it kind of shifts rhythm and picks up a little bit. The call and response is charming. Ba 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 da ba ba. That's nice. Ba 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 da ba. Ba 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 ba. Yeah, that's a vibe, isn't it? Hey, Mr. Vengeance. Yeah, that's a nice little tune. I gotta be honest. I relate to that. To be fair, I honestly, like, before I started streaming, I never watched others, or YouTubing. I never watched other people. I never watched streams. I never interacted with like communities. I never left a comment on a single video. Because why would I mean, I don't know. I never looked at YouTube as pocket communities. I looked at YouTube as a place to go and gain knowledge, gain information, or just like watch a game review or like a gameplay guide, right? But then as like I sort of started entering into the fold, now I realize though, that community actually is a really interesting thing. And there are all these pocket communities that can actually make your life more interesting and better. And it's really cool how you can engage with and have conversations with people, for better or for worse. And it's all about like the individual. And what I've noticed is that most people mismanage their community presence. And what I mean by that is that we let people run amok, say whatever they want to say. There's arguments in chat there's arguments in chat. There's arguments in comment sections. And so the neutral / passive / like, you know, go about your business type of viewer, which is what I was, not so much anymore. I would be like, what the fuck are these people talking about? This shit's crazy. Gamers are crazy, right? And then you kind of just move on. But if you have somebody who's passively watching a video and skipping through, and you're reading comments because you're like, you know, you're watching the video passively, but you're also like reading comment. What are people saying? You know, are people relating to me? Do I relate to them? So on and so forth. If everything, and I'm not saying we need an echo chamber, because I actually don't agree with that. If you have a respectful discourse, suddenly you have a potential to invite, you know, passive / neutral viewers into a community where we can kind of be connected and find like-minded people, or have fun, interesting conversations about why Final Fantasy VII Rebirth and Remake are not very good, but still artistic works of art. You know what I mean? And I think like that kind of nuance is really what I enjoy. Thank you so much. I love nuance. Oh, there was an ad, a classic. I love nuance in my viewers, and I love nuance in myself for the most part. Sometimes I can be a little bit direct in terms of my nuance, but like what matters to me is the sort of the gentle discussion versus the objective fact discussion, which all of us know there's no objectivity in general. It was actually really interesting. Here we go. Tangent, buckle up. Buckle up. One of the most annoying comments I saw from the Streamer Awards about my performance with mouse, and more specifically about mouse, which I was kind of incensed by, was that objectively the performance was not good. And I'm going to tell you right now, those people know nothing. Those people know jack fucking shit. Those people do not know anything. Those people do not know anything. Now, again, this is on Twitter, so let's disregard it right away. But like, objectively, they are wrong. Objectively, they are wrong. And I never, ever whip it out. But I'm going to whip it out really quickly and say, I know more than they do. As a objective fact, I know. I know that they are wrong about her singing, my singing, the performance. Dude, I don't even think Mozart could start a career today. I don't even think Mozart, Chopin, Beethoven, anybody The amount of comments I saw that were cringe, or we ended up on like Reddit live stream fails, which I'm like, you're going to put me and Kaya in live stream fails? Like, well, we are not the same. But yeah, I find the discourse around, like, and this is why community moderation, to circle it all the way back, is really important. Because if you can build discourse in a healthy, productive, open-minded way with people that are like-minded, they don't have to agree, but they have to be like-minded in their objective desire to have like normal back and forth with respect, which, because it does still exist, then that's when you get a community. And that's when you get, you know, like a place worth staying on in the internet. So we take it really seriously to make a comment on your comment. Anyway, sorry for the rant, but that's what I do. Hey Murph, what's up? So I take it really seriously. I block everybody on Twitter that, like, okay, I block everybody on Twitter. If they disagree with me in a respectful way, I do not block them. If they come at me and they try to straw man or they're aggressive, it's an immediate block, because I don't have time to try to parse through why you chose to speak or type in a disrespectful manner. You know what I mean? And I think, like, that's the, you know, that's the that's the line. If they rage bait, that was their first mistake. How am I supposed to read between your rage bait lines? I can't know. Rage bait's dangerous. Rage bait's dangerous because you might get under the crossfire and then you may not be invited back. You gotta be careful about how you rage bait. If you rage bait with a wink, you know what I mean? Like I've gotten accused of just blocking people who disagree with me. We had a guy come into the Discord to let me know that I needed to grow up. And I was like, bro, you're the guy who told me that 200 hours in Warframe wasn't enough and to come back when I had 1,000, totally invalidating my experience, and also claiming that, because they claimed that Mouse wouldn't keep playing it. And they also, I lumped myself into it because they were talking about people who take sponsors, which obviously the sponsor was for Warframe. And I'm like, well, here's 200 hours. And also the first like 60, I never did any sponsor. All of my Warframe playthrough, by the way, my original Warframe playthrough, none of it was sponsored. It was all just me. Most of what I've done on the channel is all me. I would say 90% on the channel is non-sponsored content. You know, that's just how I operate. Now, Guild Wars 2 we just did a short, which was sponsored, but Guild Wars 2, I have 200 hours in it. But that's before ArenaNet was like, you know, the agency that works with ArenaNet was like, hey, do you want to do a video on Guild Wars 2 Visions of Eternity? I play that shit for 280 hours. You know? Anyway, sorry, tangent. Hey, Uncle John, what's up? Not my uncle, by the way. Yeah, if you don't like the internet, then leave. But that's also bullshit. Because it's like, no, I'm not leaving the internet. But my job for boundary setting is to make it the way I want it to be. You know? It is elitist. It's fine. I was so impressed by your Warframe explanations to Iron Mouse that I started playing yesterday as well, and you're loving it. Ha! Excellent. I hope you enjoy it. You continue to enjoy it. Warframe is a special game. It really is wonderful. You know, do I play it all the time? No, I don't. In fact, I didn't play any of the last expansion because I didn't really like it. Warframe 1999. I don't like I didn't like some aspects of it, and I was like, I'm good. I'll come back. Well, now I'm back. You know what I mean? You were looking forward to our collab and personally enjoyed every minute of it? Oh man, you're welcome. Thanks, Uncle John. See you at Christmas. Hot fire trouble. All right, let's get back on track. Sorry. So this is what happens if you're new here. I tangent the fuck out of these streams. So this is very much a chat. This is very much a back and forth with some music in between. Basically a podcast. It's basically a podcast with chat. So if you like talking to people, this is the place for you. You can also lurk, of course. You don't have to reveal. I'll talk to myself. I could talk to the fucking wall, honestly. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing, but I could most certainly. I felt very confident because at the Streamer Awards, we sat there for 6 fucking hours. 6 fucking hours, chat. 3-hour pre-show. What the fuck am I supposed to do for 3 hours? It got to the point. There were also 2,000 people in here. You actually saw that LSF? And while it was cringe, I thought it was funny that Warframe subreddit actually loved it. I know. Well, that's because it was for Yeah, enjoy your lurk. Have I calmed down before No, I haven't. I'm like unreasonably excited still. It's fucked. If the wall starts talking back, you may have a problem. You were living for my Streamer Awards tangents? Dude, here's the thing. It was 2,000 people, which is a lot for me, to be honest. And it wasn't game specific. It was me. And so I had to be like, literally an hour and a half in, I was like, bro, I don't know what the fuck to talk about anymore. So I just whipped out singing. I was like, I guess I'll sing. I guess I'll do this. And then it started. And I was like, okay. And then I was exhausted. If you're a massive Star Fox fan, will you like Ace Combat? Yes! It's $5 on Steam right now. Just go buy it. Don't even ask that question. Yes! If you like Metal Gear Solid, if you like Star Fox, if you like Gundam, if you like anime, forget the jets. Well, unless you like Star Fox, then of course. Play it. It's $5. Can you do a barrel roll? That and so much more. Okay. So I wouldn't recommend something like Armored Core as readily. Armored Core 7 or 6, actually I've kind of soured on since my playthrough of it because it was just so hard. Like, and it was like, I think if I had played through it once, I would have enjoyed it. But because I had to play through it 2 other times, so a total of 3 endings, I kind of started to hate it. I really don't actually like it very much, actually. Now that I've processed it, it wasn't that fun. I'll probably never play another Armored Core piece of related content. And that's okay. I appreciate it for what it was. I'm glad I beat it, but I was miserable. But Ace Combat, I could play Ace Combat every day. And never get frustrated. Anyway, all right. Anyway, Pac-Man World 2, Harsh. Oh, wait, we already did that one. This is Hot Fire Trouble. I mean, I want Armored Core to exist. Dude, I did play the PS2 Armored Core game, but I played it for like 2 seconds. Also, hi, Sirius. What? Wow. Random key change, okay. So it's kind of cool because you hear the title Hot Fire Trouble, and you're like, oh shit, you know what I mean? Whoa, you know what I mean? That's like, you feel the volcano, you feel the boulders on fire rolling through the air. You know what I mean? Hey, Cabbage, what's up? You feel the like sort of like, I don't know. I picture like a really I don't know, like burly, like picking up rocks and throwing them like a Goron, or you know, some sort of like there's an energy about it, even though it's kind of like low key and chill. Hey, Ricardo, what's up? You know what I mean? You feel the heat, you know, like there's an energy in it that's really satisfying. Also, because of the heavy rhythm or the heavy beats. Dum bum 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 bum. You know what I mean? You had a blast because the reward of getting good and feeling like you're able to control the fights is incredible. I think that's my problem. I think the problem is that's not the kind of gamer I am anymore. And so when I encounter it in games now, with the exception of like Sekiro or Bloodborne, my two favorite FromSoft, and Dark Souls 3, like, but really it would be Bloodborne, Sekiro, Dark Souls 3, my top 3 FromSoft games. Like Sekiro, the challenge is different. The challenge is laden in a different way. Each interaction you have with a FromSoft game, and so I don't like getting good at games. Hey Juan, I'm a casual, low key. I like to like kind of, for better or for worse, because it can be bad if like there's a minute of challenge, then all of a sudden you're like, whatever, right? So like there's a balance, like, and also life isn't like this. Like maybe that's why, because like life is challenging, and like there's obstacles and there's blockages and there's, you know, hazards along the way. And so like I think sometimes when I experience that in gaming, I get frustrated because I want to avoid that in my gaming life because I experienced that in my real life, right? Or, you know, the various hurdles or difficulties or what have you. So when it comes to gaming, I want like a very low key, peaceful, like reading a good book, you know, or like something that doesn't have any sort of barrier to it, you know? But that being said, I do respect challenge, and I do respect their games. Like Silksong is a game that I personally really don't like, and I'll admit it. I don't like it. It's too hard. I don't have the patience. I don't have the willpower. I don't have the strength. Like that's not for me. But did I love the artistry and the music? 1,000,000%. Same with Armored Core. I love the designs of the Armored Cores. You know, I love all that. Yeah, you're welcome. I am the kind of gamer that picks up 50 games and finishes 2, and that's okay. I'll pick up 100 games and finish 5. Hey, Prime, what's up? You know, don't get me wrong. I have 500 hours like in Rainbow Six Siege. I can get sweaty. But the problem is that as I get older, I'm looking for like the path of least resistance more often than not. So like, an example is Trails in the Sky SC. Trails in the Sky SC, excuse me. The first, like, the prologue is incredibly difficult. And I almost put it down because I didn't want to continue. But then I pushed through and fought the Jaegers in the very beginning tutorial. And then I was like, you know what? I'm in. And now I know I kind of did some research and reading, and I figured out that I just need to use my arts more or less all the time. You know, kind of space my party out in a good way, kind of do every fight if possible, pick up, you know, upgrade my quartz, whatever, right? But like same with MMOs. Guild Wars 2 or Final Fantasy or World of Warcraft are hard things to learn because there's all these systems at play, right? But like once you sort of like roll yourself into the systems and you like do a little bit of reading, you decide to commit to it, the game actually rewards you and gives back to you, especially in the case of Guild Wars 2, where the more you read, the more you understand what the inventory is. And not to suggest that the inventory management's it's a mess, but like at least like you're like, oh, this is what. Same with Warframe. Warframe will reward you infinitely if you give it a little bit of wiggle room. There is that discourse now where we say, well, if a game doesn't hook me within 3 hours, I shouldn't have to play it for 20 to get good, right? And I think that that's a fair statement, but there is something to be said for maturation within a game. There are so many opera tracks that I've listened to in my lifetime that when I first heard them, I turned it off or I thought it was terrible. And then as I grew within the scope of that particular piece, the sound actually grew with me and I began to like it. So I think there's a balance between barreling through with no challenge and finding games that I think the challenge feels like butter on toast. You know what I mean? Like there's a delicate balance between also like pushing through your own feelings of frustration or feelings of disappointment or feelings of like expectation not met or what have you, to maybe find the kernel that keeps you locked in. But yeah, anyway. You're on dad duty today? No worries, Tom. I've heard a lot of acid jazz and I still don't like it though. So we'll see. I mean, I'm always willing to try. I never give up on acid jazz, but I don't think it's going to happen. Oh, you were joking. Hey, good for you, Key. What's clowncore? Also, it was worth pointing out that I also really like not the marimba. I don't think it's a marimba, but the mallet instrument in this is really lovely as well. Change. I love that. That's charming. I like that. That's really nice. That's fun. Okay, cool. So we did Pac-Man. Thank you, Digley. Kirby, speaking of Kirby, Kirby in the Forgotten Land. This is Northeast Frost Street. No commentary from I. Oh man, perfect for the holiday season. Wow. Wow. That's really interesting. So when it starts, we have the mallet instrument, and then it pivots over to the guitar, and then it's cool because it goes be-dee-dee, be-dee-dee, be-dee-dee-dee. That's really fun because it takes this and it kind of pivots it and it expands on it. So we kind of get this like tease where we build up to the beginning, then we expand a bit, and then we expand finally at the end, right? Which is cool. Oh, chat, can I just do one sec?
This video is sponsored.
I want to see if Ralph references Ace Combat because I know he likes it. Hold on. Come on, reference it. Reference it. Are you not going to reference Ace Combat? No. Whatever, Ralph. Thanks, Ronnie. Yada yada. Da, 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 da. That's nice. That's cute. Isn't that nice? Isn't that beautiful? So we have all the different instruments up in this like beginning corner, and then here we get the and it feels much more like opening the windows and having the birds fly by or whatever. You know what I mean? If it's so beautiful, you're like, you know, Jack, don't let go. You know, like there's this. There's I don't know why my brain did that. Half the time I don't know what I'm saying as I'm saying it. But anyway, you open the windows, the doves fly. The sun, but it's still winter, you know? But you get like, man, you know, like, it's still bright. The sun's in my eyes because of the snow and stuff, you know what I mean? Wow, that's gorgeous. What a cool transition. Listen to this. Listen to how we pivot from the strings into the electric guitar again. That's gorgeous. Are you kidding? Wow, listen one more time. Why not? Yeah, that's gorgeous because what we do is we go, you know, da dee da dee da dee da, and then the strings pull back all the way. We get rid of them actually, and then in that space we have this next entry point of the guitar. Rock on! We get the guitar. Ba da dee da dee da da. That's beautiful. One more time. Why not? Cool. Oh my god, what an awesome lick. Wait, let's listen to the whole melody again. Yo, Korea. I love that. Oh my god, this is like gorgeous, dude. Ba-da-dee-da-dee-da-da, ba-dee-da-dee-da-dee-da. What is the melody? Listen to this. Right there. Ba-da-da-bee-da-da-da. Because it goes up, it's like so warm. Hey, Jazz. It's so peaceful. You know what I mean? Ba-da-dee-da-dee-da-da, da-da-dee-da-da-da-da. You know? And it points up. Gorgeous. Ba-dee-da-ya, right? Isn't that, I mean, that's a resolution, right? But instead of going ba-dee-da-ba, which is really like the lower tonic, we go ba-dee-da-ya. And again, going up like that in the upper register is that release, right? So there's two different kinds of ways we can do that because we can go down, be-da-dee-da, which is fine, right? It's like a resolution. Oh, why am I shouting? Chad, I'm shouting. I'm so sorry. the passion. When we point down, this much more of a, and I've said this many hundreds of videos at this point, but when we resolve down, it's a period, you know, it's a thunk, and then it's done. It's like, okay, da dee da da, you know. But if we go ba dee da ba, that's way more like, oh, you know, it's much more outgoing. I love this song. You get the gold star today. How well versed am I in music theory? Okay, not very, and I'll tell you why. Music theory, this actually came up recently as well. I don't have a problem with music theory. Music theory is the building blocks of music. We need to kind of understand the basics of music theory in order to feel like we can properly, you know, sort of, if we want to look at it technically, it can help. Music theory is one of these things that I personally was not interested in when I was in music school, because my desire was a desire for expression. And now theory can be a gateway to expression, but it is not the way to expression, right? There are so many musicians, so many composers, so many people, amateur musicians, professional musicians, that just sit down and noodle, that have an instinct for it. And you don't need technique to be a musician. Well, I mean, technique can set you free. Technique will refine, technique will improve, technique will, you know, obviously it gives the edge of, you know, the reason why I can pull out a song right now is because of technique. That's ingrained in me, muscle memory, year after year after year, right? That being said, music theory, for me, as Poison Zero just said, is so boring. Because it's math. Ultimately, music theory is math. You know, do I remember how many flats are in A flat major? No, 5. I think it's 5. Do I remember the circle of fifths? Not really. Can I explain to you every mode? No. Should I? I mean, it wouldn't hurt my explanations. But the thing is, like, I'm much more interested in how music makes us feel versus what music makes us like think. I am much more in line with the emotional integrity and like how we can produce a more emotional sound via expression and via a bit of technique versus the exact measure value of each quarter note, right? So for me, that is way more interesting. So to answer your question in a very broad way, I don't actually care for music theory. Do I think it's vitally important? Yes. Do I think that we should be able to express it? What is music theory? Music theory is the building blocks of music. How many eighth notes are in a quarter note? How many 16th notes are in an eighth note? How do these things come together to create melody? What is rhythm? What is a time signature? What does 4/4 mean? What does, you know, how do you do mixed meter? A mixed meter being that like one section will be in one meter with 4/4, and then the next one will be in I don't know, 3/6 or 12/8 or whatever. Like there's a lot of mathematical structured nuance and structured rules that can allow for nuance within music and music theory that are really beneficial to people that want to figure out the sort of like the map. Music theory is a map. Sideways, yeah, I think I have. Sideways? Hold on. Oh, no, I've never... Oh! I can't believe that they haven't posted in 4 years. And they did really well. I mean, I find that... I don't know. I used to kind of look down on my own channel. If you want to talk about disagreeing agreeably, that's one point where you and I differ. I think the structure of music is simply a different way for composers to express themselves. Well, I actually agree with you. So, suck on that. I think I believe and I agree that the structure of music can allow freedom. We talked about this. I think we might have talked about this recently, but I'll tell you a story or tell you a thought that I have. Religion, in its rules, religion in its rules actually can provide freedom at times. Within those rules, there can be freedom. Now, on the flip side, you can also say those rules create rigidity and a lack of structure, or like an excessive amount of structure, right? Hi, Charlene. So I think that's really interesting. I don't know where I stand on that, but you know, sometimes in between that, you can have freedom within your, like, well, I can only do this, this, and this, and this. In between that, that's my freedom. Some people like Unga Bunga, but others like systems and achievements and completion. Similarly, some feel closer to music via its structure and some don't. Yeah. What's up, Shogun? I agree. But I don't know that emotion is Unga Bunga, because emotion is very refined. I personally think that music is, you know, as someone who comes from plastic arts, what's plastic arts? What's that? But anyway, I agree with you. Red Car, we actually agree. And what do you mean you usually disagree with me? The fuck? I disagree with Marco remarkably often. I'm just also mature enough to recognize the different opinions on the arts are fine. Yeah, right. That sounds like something an immature person would say. Just kidding. Oh, you got a new work schedule. That's okay. Right. Oh, cool. That's so cool. But see, even the fact that we're having this conversation is why I think I'm so grateful that this channel has become like a force for good, you know? I'm really happy about it. You know what I mean? Like this is complex stuff. Like, this is not obvious. You know? Well, it isn't a big deal. It isn't a big deal. No, I was saying, no, that stuff does matter. It just depends on how much value you put into it. Like, I don't put a lot of stock and value into it, but it doesn't mean that I don't think it's important. You know? This is the kind of nuance, though, that, like, I really enjoy. And I want my community to be that. Honestly, I think the thing I've kind of realized about what I want my community to be is people that enjoy gaming, enjoy complexity and emotion, and enjoy aren't afraid of experiencing new things, open-minded, and also are passionate. Those are the kinds of people that I like in my community, for whatever it is. You know what I mean? Like that's my ideal. You know what I mean? Because I like nuance, and I feel that nuance is just gone. Nuance is gone. And this is the thing that what if I'm too small-brained for this complexity? We'll welcome you anyway. You're invited. You can come sit at the table. We've got the kiddie table over here for you. I'm joking, of course. And one of the things that I kind of realized, one of the things I've realized is that I don't remember. So So there's that. Anyway, let's keep listening to this Kirby song. We're going really slow today. I even said we weren't going to go slow because we didn't have that many tracks to listen to. Damn it, chat. It's all your fault. My brain was like... Hi, Krish. Listen to the way the strings ramp up, too. That's beautiful, man. I love that, honestly. That gets a gold star for today. Thank you so much. That's a great one. You get a nice little gold star. Northeast Frost Street from Kirby and the Forgotten Land. What a sweet little gift that was. Absolutely beautiful. I enjoyed that so much. Absolutely lovely. Absolutely lovely. Beautiful. Tokyo Xanadu. No, I have not. Or maybe if I have, I don't remember. What are we listening to today? We're listening to Final Fantasy 16, Xenosaga Episode 1, Hollow Knight Silksong, Suikoden, Aliens, Fireteam Elite, Megami Tensei, or Majin Tensei, Fallout 1 and 2, Fate Grand Order, Project X Zone 2, Honkai Star Rail, Memento Mori, Payday 2, I Was a Teenage Exocolonist, and Banjo-Kazooie or Earthbound. Very nice list today. So let's continue with Bao from Final Fantasy 16. Very ethereal track from Soken. It just feels like what I imagine Final Fantasy would be if I took out all my prior knowledge of the franchise. Hey, Domains. Okay. Let's do it. I don't remember this. Is this from the Leviathan DLC? Here, we might as well watch the footage. This has very heavy spoilers. How hyped am I? Very hyped. Insanely hyped. So it's interesting. I mean, the track essentially. I mean, this is a track that plays when we find out a truth. We found out a truth. Whether or not it is the truth is a separate question. And in this track, the piano serves. So it's interesting. In the beginning, when the track starts, we're in a place of age. You know, a place of time frozen, or a place that's been around for many years. And then as the piano kicks in, what ends up happening is the piano kicks in and we get the truth. Like I said, whatever the truth is. And within that structure, we actually also get some duplicity and danger and a lie. And you hear that in this little corner. Right there. So that's the key investigative sound. Da, because that's a well, I don't know if it's a sharp or a flat because I don't have the sheet music in front of me. But that's where the dissonance leans in, right? And then it resolves. Right, so the key there, and the reason why I say it's a place of ancient knowledge and whatever, combining that with the dissonance there and the pull away from the key, that's what creates the tension, right? And I find that's very subtle and very cool. Wow, yeah, that's really something, isn't it? Hey, Ivy. Ivy's. I really love when the chorus comes in because that's actually where the momentum is. Even though it's kind of stagnant in the sense that it kind of just moving chord. It does have some Narwhal PGR vibes, absolutely. Like, it's pretty cool how it keeps us moving along. And the sort of ethereal heft of that piece really comes in, where we feel oppressed and we feel pressed down and we feel kind of like we're in molasses, and we feel like we're trudging through trying to get to this point, but it's like every corner we turn, there's a new reality that faces us, that keeps us kind of buried, and a very, very powerful piece that I didn't remember. But also it makes me think that, honestly, this is an instance where Soken has freedom away from the 14 structure and is able to make something similar to 14, but also different from 14, which is very cool. So, Fjord, in honor of you playing Xenoblade this month and obviously January, a reminder that Yasunori Mitsuda has been hitting it out of the park with Xeno vocal songs for decades. This is Pain from Xenosaga Episode 1. This is called Pain. Hey Jazz, welcome back.
First we touch and we hurt each other.
Oh wow.
Then we tear our hearts apart. We are too close, and I can feel the pain.
This is Mitsuda?
Fill my empty heart. Is this pain too much for me? Can I stay the same when this pain consumes my heart? Will I be able to hold on to my soul?
Yo, thanks Nate. Great, appreciate it, dude. 33 months, crazy.
Kindness is something I don't want or need. The sunshine would just dissolve me into light. Give me a pain as pleasing as your sight, so I can feel you all the day and night, and keep me from fading away.
Wow. So I didn't want to stop during it just because it's such a, it felt like a really emotional piece. And I mean, it's so, I guess the word is touching because we have the vocals, we have the lyrics, we have the melody, and we have this outro with the flute, right? And it kind of feels like the vibes provided are like, we can't surrender, you know, like we can't give up this fight. We can't stop in the face of adversity. And, you know, it's like, or it's like the reflective idea of looking back at your life and being like, okay, you know what? Things have been okay. I did my best. You know, there's two thoughts that I have there. You know, I've done everything I could. But I did, right? Like there's a sound of kind of acceptance, and her vocals are beautiful because it has this gentle tone, and you know, it feels like she's really thinking about the things that have come before, and knowing that, like, what else can you do but live? So I found it to be very evocative and very like you would put this on when you're like in a deep sad, to be honest. Like this is a sad song. Not sad in the sense that like, I get bittersweet, yeah. Not in a sad song as if like, you know, life is terrible and everything hurts. This is like I'm in a mood, and I really need to resonate with something that I feel can see that mood. Because it has a very vulnerable sound, you know what I mean? It's a very expressive thing. I enjoyed that very much. That was Pain from Xenosaga episode 1. Pain. Xenosaga episode 1. Beautifully said. Oh, thank you. I feel like I was just talking out of my ass, but that's good. Beautifully said. Aye. I'll take it. I'm like, it's an emotional song. Can't you tell? It's emotional. Oh, boy. All right, I've not heard... so now we're going to move into, for those of you that have not been here before, we move into the next phase of this, which is no talkie, or much less talkie. This is mostly vibe time, with some extrapolation as we go, if needed or wanted. For the most part, this back half here is we listen and enjoy, and I'll usually give a couple sentences at the end of pieces. So, all right, but with Hollow Knight, Silksong, with Trobbio, I don't think I have the brain for this. I so want to hear this, but I can't analyze it the way I want to. All right, let me just listen to it, and if I have something to say, I'll say it. Oh, you actually said that in your... Not sure how much Silksong you're planning to watch for the channel specifically. I do need to do an OST listen. So if you prefer to not do the song, I understand. I'll grab a second. Also, if you don't want to listen to for the channel though, this one plus the reprise Tormented Trobbio would be great. Twofer. This piece is incredible though. Christopher Larkin cooked so hard. Yeah, I know he did. I don't know what to do. I wish I could rock paper scissors with myself. There's got to be an app. Let's do Trobbio. Wow. Nice doubling there with the clarinet. Oh, holy shit. I love that. Okay, well, a couple thoughts. Oh, I love that. So I grew up listening to piano music, classical piano music. I love classical piano. Classical piano is divine. It's one of the most. I'm always mesmerized by the piano. I have a piano right here next to me that I love the piano, and I'll tell you why. This goes for any instrument, but the piano is so like wonderfully complicated. Like 89 keys, so many keys, and you look at the thing and you're like, wow, people in like the 1700s were making like this kind of music on that thing out of nowhere, like out of the air. And it's like crazy to think that like Hungarian Rhapsody number 3, one of my favorite pieces as a teenager, or like Chopin Nocturne E flat minor, or like whatever, like Beethoven or Mozart, or just even the Goldberg variations, or like it's just incredible to me how the piano can elicit so many stunning pieces. And I think, like, honestly, I actually think that it's at its best in this context. This gorgeous, this like just grandiosity. My God, there are so many beautiful parts. I want to just rewind for a little bit and just listen to like another minute of it. Listen to this. So even that little nice accents, ba, 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 when the trumpet and the piano double, right, in the upper register. So they have the nice extension of the upper register, right? Ba, 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 nice hits. So there's fluidity. Now, funny enough, the piano is theoretically a percussion. Well, theoretically it is a percussion instrument. That all derives from the hammer hitting the key. A hitting experience is not a stringed instrument. It is a percussion instrument. So even the lead up to the big hit there, that's actually like fluidity within legato. And then you get the rhythmic hits, right? Unbelievable. And then that's so cool. The lower register stuff kind of expands and it's more guttural, it's visceral. Obviously the rhythmic intensity in that is really satisfying. And then they take that thing, that's all the rhythmic hits. So we have this balance between the fluidity in the piano, right, mixed in with this lower register. It's like so incredibly cool. And that's classic. We really we just really hit that. We close it out. It's, oh my God, it's so cool. And then obviously this is all tons of doubling. And it's cool because that is not legato, but because all that has sort of this natural kind of lilt to it, as then we get again to the hit, which is really cool. It's very sharp. See, and this is heroic. That's heroic. Ba ba da ba ba da ba ba da. That's really saying like, come at me. Da 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 da. You know, it's such a. Ooh. And then that's danger, right? Because then we go all the way back down to da 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 da. That danger in that is. Da, 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 da. Tremolo, tremolo, tremolo. Da, ba, ba. And then we reset. Ba, ba. Da, 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 da. Da, da, da. It's very sing-songy, cantante. Da, da, da. Oh my god. Da, da, da. I love that. Da, 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 da. That's the danger laden within this, right? Da, 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 da. Classical music is alive, and anybody who says that classical music is dying or dead is out of their minds, because that is just. That's why I think that Silksong is actually a superior soundtrack to Hollow Knight. Hollow Knight has moments that are very beautiful, obviously, and they fit the narrative and so on and so forth. But there were so many pieces I heard in Silksong that were so refinedly classical that it's hard to deny my classical heart that sound. Loved it. Gold star. Gold star. Aliens Fireteam Elite. What a better way to celebrate the festive season than to listen to bombastic Aliens music. True. Maybe I have a strange holiday taste. You might. That's okay. Anyways, this one was one of the first pieces of game music that helped me realize just how much I enjoy game music. Overall, I hope you and the viewers enjoyed it as much as I do. Fun fact, despite this title of the song being Regicide, it's not actually the music you hear when facing the Queen Xenomorph. Aliens Fireteam Elite. Wow, stalky, hunty, hunty. Hi, Jade. Hey, Marbo, don't worry. Bobby. Wow. Wow. It's kind of dancey. Wow, the pivot to the percussion here is really cool. It's like stacking on itself, crazy. It's a little dissonant too, which is really satisfying. I also love those hits. Boom, 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 boom. It's being hunted. That part's the hunting. I like that. Whoa, what a shift. It's also kind of, I have some thoughts. You know what's interesting is that there's a lot of ebb and flow in that track, so it ends up feeling not disjointed in a bad way, but it ends up feeling disjointed where you like don't know where to turn, right? Because this thing is like this way. Yo, Pixie, what's up? So there's this sort of like constant sense of tension because you can't ever sit still. You're constantly having to move around, and it just feels like you look over here, things right here. You look over here, things right here, and that balance is really hard to strike. And I feel like Austin did it in a great job because you also get somewhat of a melodic emphasis there, which is really interesting, I think. So it's cool. It's a cool track. It's not my favorite track, but it's pretty dope. Before Shin Megami Tensei were the original Megami Tensei games on the NES. Oh, what? Oh. Megami Tensei 2. Okay. Sure, let's listen to this. Wait, how many channels? Five channels? Oh, this game had a special sound chip. That's so impressive, dude. That sound is so... Yeah, like, I want to... Hold on, I want to re-listen to this melody. That. I love that. It's such a vibe. It's incredible. And I'm trying to think to myself, like, what is the emotional mood of that piece? And I'm not necessarily sure that I've found one, but what I can say is that it's just such a vibe. It feels like sitting on like a city porch smoking a cigarette. You know what I mean? Like the city's driving by, and there's cars and noise, and there's bright neon lights, and you're just like you're not tired of it, but you're kind of just like sitting, like there's a heft in the sound. I love that. That was lovely. A great example of what this old tech can do. Gold star. Fallout 1 and 2. This town looks like one mean place. A good place to own a gun. Hey, Bloomberg, what's up? Who erased my gold stars? What? This is the set. This is surprising.
Oh, the Legion.
Oh! The fuck? Sorry, I was closing out a tab. It's interesting how there's that twist of danger in it. Damn. So much tension in that too. It reminds you of Fallout 1. Because this is the Fallout 2 I forgot to put on the thing. That's because it's the Fallout 2 and Fallout 1 cons of New California. Do you think Fallout 1 and 2 still hold up, by the way? Of course. I like the Duet Night Abyss soundtrack. I have to remind myself, hold on one second. So Fallout. Oh wow. And so with Fallout 3, they moved away from the. Honestly, I kind of like this more than Fallout 3, 4, and Jesus Christ. I might actually even try it. Consider trying it. That's a vibe, dude. That's like you're not gonna escape from this hellhole, basically.
War.
8 minutes.
War never changes.
Oh, okay, that's always
The
been.
end of the world occurred pretty much as we'd predicted.
Oh wow, this is the
Too
whole
many humans,
opening
not enough
movie.
space or resources to go around.
War. Oh, that's been there since the beginning. This is such a vibe. Oh, Fallout 1 and 2 were not Bethesda. I like how the city theme is basically like, don't fuck around, don't stay here, you're not welcome here, but like do your shit and get out. You know? You know what I need to play? Amanda Rochelle, my good buddy, she loves Planescape Torment. And it's on my to-do list for someday. But now I want to play Divinity Original Sin 2, even though it's not really Divinity, you know what I mean? But now I feel like, I should try it out, blah, 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 blah. That's cool. That's a cool little track. Fate Grand Order, song used in the promotional trailer of the Imaginary Scramble event in Fate Grand Order, which centers around a character that embodies the entities and traits of Cletai and Van Gogh. This is one of the few stories in the game that I enjoyed, despite the somewhat tedious slog that can be FGO. I linked you an upload with English subtitles, so feel free to turn on the translated lyrics. It whacks. I've never heard that expression. It whacks. I loved that. I loved that. I loved that. God, that was so beautiful. So emotional, so like the release of like goodwill into the world to try to find the path. Oh my God, I loved that. Are you kidding? That was so beautiful. It was so anime coded, obviously, but it felt very like, it felt very, very deep, very deep, very, very, very pure, very honest, very, Oh, I loved that. Gold star. I enjoyed that. That was a piece you could just turn on, and even if you tuned out, you still like, it kind of reverberates in your whole core. It's amazing. It's amazing. I loved that. I found your channel randomly from looking up VGM. I'm new here. Oh, hi. I was watching your video of showing your friends video game music for the first time. Oh, cool. Welcome in. Welcome in. Also, hold on 1 second. I have to see something to believe it. Give me 1 second. Ah, it's real. Wow, Twitch. Twitch, you're the bigger platform than YouTube today. Unbelievable. Unbelievable how YouTube has fallen. Thank you, Twitch. Thank you, Twitch, for being here. Appreciate you guys. Fuck YouTube. We know who the superior platform is now. Don't forget to thumbs down the stream. Oh, wow. That will do so much. It is crazy to me how much YouTube has slept on the chat features. Because YouTube, now I understand obviously that YouTube is a media, a video channel first, but it's unfortunate that they could really overtake Twitch as the better platform, because Twitch is a very flawed platform. But it sucks that they just don't. They don't care enough, or they just know that's not where the money is, probably, more than anything. It's too bad. All right, Go Straight from Project Z Zone 2. Go Straight. This is thank you, Adelphos. Give us better moderation tools. I mean, that's all that we really ask for. Axel Stone's theme arrangement of Go Straight, originally from Streets of Rage 2, original and arrangement by Yuzu Kushiro. Okay, what's this? I've never heard this before. Bounce, 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 bounce. It loops? Okay. I like it. Cross. Oh. Damn. Dude, that is such a mood, man. What? Dude, like that, you could put that on for a half hour and have the best like workout, the best like writing session. Like, hey Crowbar, how are you? Man, good to see you. Wait a second. Wait, what? The Sega Saturn commercial guy is playable character? What? Segata Sanshiro? Oh my god, no way. What? What? Wait, I remember that wood guy. Isn't that he from Tekken? No, I don't know what I'm saying. Who's this wood guy? Why do I remember? Virgil? Oh, it is. Jill Valentine? Morgan, oh my god, Morgan. These people aren't human. Oh, it has every character. Oh, I didn't realize that. Man, how about Mega Man's return, huh? Oh, Hiryu, from, oh my god, Strider. Yeah, dude. Holy anime. Sakura-san! 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 Kiryu! Not Majima too. Oh my god, that's crazy. Oh my god. Vashimura? I don't know who that is. Kiryu-chan! Kiryu-chan! Oh yeah, okay. Here's father and son. Will this crazy man ever shut up? Why does his name sound familiar? Oh my god. Hey, that's Tales of Vesperia? There he goes, bringing that old thing up again. Reiji? Oh, dot hack. This is Xenogears, isn't it? Or Xenoblade. Or no, Xenosaga. Or no, it's not. Is it? They look like it. Both. Crom? Lucina? It's fucking crazy. Oh my god. What a treat. That was so much fun. Wait, he has a theme too? Hold on. I think we just heard it, but... Yeah. See, they really just don't do this anymore. You know, when people complain about like AAA gaming, I feel like this is like the fairest thing to complain about, because the tongue-in-cheek, playful, crazy shit, it just doesn't happen anymore. You know. Please look at old Sagata. Okay, sure. Wait, so wait, this is a... Oh wait. Well, won't watch all 10 minutes, but I'm curious. That's so much... Oh my god. Look at what we've lost. Children. He's got this child in a fucking chokehold. Oh my god, that's funny. Oh, what the fuck? I can't believe I didn't know about this. Oh my god. You must play Sega Saturn. Oh my god. It's wild, dude. Holy fuck, that's amazing. Oh. Oh my god. Shut the fuck up. Play Sega Saturn. Oh my god.
Sega Saturn. 3つのドラマの RPG シャイニングフォース3 Sega Saturn.
Sega Saturn. That's a Power Man. Oh my god, bro. No, don't beat up the children. Wait, oh god. Sega Saturn. Don't beat up the kids.
Sega Saturn, shoot!
This is so stupid. This is the best shit. This is the best shit. This is the best shit I've ever seen, dude. He fucking ripped up his face.
セガタ三四郎からのプレゼント、三四郎ディスクもついている。
セガサタン。
Oh my god.
サンタさん来るかな？来るかな？
I think it's just a repeat, but maybe different. Wait. I yelled at them. Oh my god. Come on, dude. That's fucking hilarious. You can't tell me that's not funny. Oh my god. So funny, dude.
セガサタンシロセガタ三四郎からのプレゼント三四郎ディスクもついているセガサタン
Dude, I forgot the Sega. I thought the Sega Saturn was black.
遊びの道に魂込めた一人の男が今日も行く真面目に遊ばぬ奴らには体で覚えさせ
Their battered bodies will never forget.
セガタ三四郎
Sega Ta Sanshiro.
セガサタンシロトヤ
God, this would be so niche, but I should absolutely do it for April Fools.
遊びの道に魂込めた一人の男が今日も行く真面目に遊ばぬ
Oh, the
奴
white
ら
one was the
に
Japanese.
は体で覚えさせるぞセガタ三四郎セガタ三四郎
The opera cover. It'd be extremely niche, but it would be extremely funny.
セガタ三四郎セガタ三四郎おや頭を使え頭を使え
It's all related to the game they play. Oh my god, it's so funny.
頭を使う表裏一体頭脳ゲームソロクライシス
Hey Joel.
セガサタン
He uses that because it's a puzzle game. Oh my god.
伝説のドラゴンと共に戦いの旅へ
Panzer
パンツァードラグーン
Panzer Dragoon?
アゼルセガサタンセガタ三四郎
He's running. Oh, he's beating the fucking. Oh, the speed skater, the fastest type of skating. Oh my god.
冬こそ燃えろ今年の冬を
Oh, is this Nagano? Is this Nagano? Oh, Winter Heat.
セガサタン
Oh, he was.
人命救助ソニックチーム最新作近未来レスキューアクションバーニングレンジャーセガサタンセガタ三四郎セガタ三四郎ホームラン98年最新データでペナント先通りグレイテストナイン98セガサタンセガタこいつは人間じゃねえゾンビは10年でザ・ハウス・オブ・ザ・デッドセガサタン
Oh no.
セガタ三四郎セガタ
San Sanshiro. Sega Sanshiro.
戦いゴチャキャラバトルで戦いに勝つシミュレーション RPG ドラゴンフォース
Oh, Dragon Force.
セガ
Sega San Sanshiro. Sega Ta Sanshiro. Sega San
選手になってフランスで勝つワールドカップ98フランスセガサタン
I remember World Cup '98. Sega San Sanshiro. Sega Ta Sanshiro.
名監督
Bro, did you hear what he just said? It sounded like. I can't say it out loud. Rewind.
名監督世界初
He said sounds like he said, I'm not gonna say it out loud, but that shit's hilarious. It literally sounds like he tilts his glasses back. He goes, Mike. Sakura-san! Sakura-san! Oh, whoa, yo, what?
また会えたね待望の第2ドラマチックアドベンチャー
He's so gentle.
セガサタ
Sakura-san! Sakura-san!
また会えたね待望の第2弾ドラマチックアドベンチャー桜大戦2
Sakura Wars 2? Okay. Oh my god, not rolling in the cherry blossoms. Sega. No, not King of the...
寄生するウイルス
Oh my
逃げ場
god.
のない絶望深海ホラーサスペンスディープフィアセガサタンセガタゲームチャート
Not Sakura kissing his cheek down there.
スチーム度満点蒸気を動力源とする近未来これが世紀末スチームパンクワールド超大作シミュレーション RPG バッケンローダーセガタ
Sega. Uh-oh. He gets his own game. We're making it right now. Segata Sanshiro, Segata Sanshiro, Segata Sanshiro. Segata Sanshiro Shinken Yugi, tentative title.
あとはドリームキャストの発売を
How the Dreamcast launch. Oh my god. No. Oh, they said farewell to him because of, oh my god, because of the Dreamcast. Oh my god. Oh no. Oh no.
セガタ三四郎は君たちの心に真剣遊戯セガサターン
Oh my god. What the fuck, dude? That was amazing, dude. I didn't realize that he was going to go on such an arc and then The fact that he beat up those children though at the beginning just cracks me up so bad. Wait, I gotta rewatch that. The Sonic Racing.
ソニックのレースゲームソニック R
And then
3
I love when he yells at the children.
セガサターンシュー
Oh, you couldn't see that. I'm sorry. Well, whatever. I enjoyed it.
セガサターンシュー
セガ
I think it was the next one.
魂
That was the song. Ah! Oh my god, dude. That might have been the best shit I've ever seen. That's probably as good as Jurassic Park. Holy shit, that's crazy. Let's go to Hibiko's character theme. Insert joke about her not kicking the bucket from Star Chaser from Honkai Star Rail. True. For now. Segata Sanshiro, Segata Sanshiro. Yeah, Cameron, I think I will. I like that song, dude. I thought that was really sensual and very like feminine. Obviously, Himiko as a character is very like, you know, I guess she's, for lack of a better word, she's a mommy, and so there's an energy in this of like really like embracing like her power and her strength, and there's I hate myself for saying that. There's a femininity, a grace in it, right? You know, like it's very like, it's nice. It's actually kind of peaceful. I really liked that. I still can't stop thinking about Segata Sanshiro though, so thank you for that. I liked that piece. Rustica, one last song from Memento Mori, a mournful lament steeped in grief and decay. Rustica sings of her only friend Aura, whose blood granted miracles. Humans exploited Aura's kindness, and she died surrounded by ungrateful faces. Her final miracle was meant to let Rustica stay with her, but it went wrong, leaving Rustica in the City of Graves to guard Aura's body in a glass casket for the rest of her life. What the fuck? Holy shit, okay. Mourning her and fending off those who still seek miracles from someone long gone. You think I have a nice singing voice? Well, let me show you more. Wow, this cover has almost... What the fuck? This cover almost has... I can't believe this. This cover has almost 292,000 views. That's perplexing. Hey Zeke, what's up, bro? I'm gonna upload that reaction here in a couple days. I sound really, really nice. There's some byproduct in that because it's so close to the mic, but anyway, that's enough egotism. Rustica, one last song. Let's do it. Oh, that's nice. Tenor, yes. Tenor, but I have a warmer sound.
As our story fades to its sorrowful end, under endless gray skies so out of contrast, the beloved sound of your name that's so dear to me, it stays here with me eternally. Little bit too hollow to feel linger, just depressed. Little bit too deep in the sorrow and stress. Is there anyone out there who can take this pain away? Slowly tormenting this wonder heart. Taken away, broken and trampled down. Yet your smile unbroken radiates up until now. Even in silence while I shut my eyes and see darkness, still keeps me awake and bound to this desolate place. Oh, one soul, this lonely heart's in grief. If only our fates were exchanged right now, I would live my life for you and just for you alone. Such twisted bliss, this longing just for you. If I made better decisions back then, there might be a chance that we could possibly be together now. Little bit too clumsy to call it a betrayal. Little bit too ugly to call it a wish. If the inner workings of the world are cruel irony, then we're all but cogs in its machine. Shattered, decayed, fractured and pulverized, clutching what seems to be fragments of you, while counting the foolish mistakes I made. I analyze one by one, digging through constant feeling of regret that just may never fade. One last call, I long to hear your voice. I am willing to trade my tomorrows just to spend one more day with you, happy and free. I didn't know what I had until it's gone.
That's cool. You know, it's nice because while the lyrics and stuff, okay, so I don't think necessarily like, okay, how do I explain this? So I think orchestrally and like as a piece of composition, like as a piece as a piece of composition, as a piece of music, it's good. It's fine. As a piece of music, it's nice. It's perfectly good. I actually love the orchestral arrangement. I really, I'm really impressed by it. I actually love the flow of it. I think where it loses me a little bit is the like pop. So it's not that I don't mind the pop with the orchestra. I actually think anything using orchestra and merging them is very cool. Which is why I love Ace Combat. Because it merges like rock with orchestra, or like I love EDM with orchestra. I love pop with orchestra. I'm cool with that. I think it's such a fun way to twist it up. Something about it didn't land, and I'm trying to think about what it was. I think maybe the lyrics, maybe the melody itself, because it's interesting because there's tons of doubling, the melodies being played by the orchestra and stuff in the strings. So like what about that is setting me is making me feel like I'm not into that, but I do like it, but I don't love it. It's fine. Like it's a very nice piece. It's very lovely. And yet I wish that it had a little bit more, I don't know, a little more juice to it. There's a Japanese version down the Patreon list. Oh, you guys did the same song, but just a different type? Did you really? Oh, you did. That's cool. Okay, I'm looking forward to hearing that, especially in 2 weeks, because that'll be interesting. I want to see also how it'll be changed. That's cool. Thank you. Let's listen to I Was a Teenage Exocolonist, The Child You Were. Melancholy, bittersweet, and delightfully hopeful. The year ends and we all grow up a bit. Teenage Exocolonist deserves all the adoration for its broad, weird coming-of-age life sim sci-fi story. And this is a deck builder, isn't it? If I recall. I have this game. Oh, that's really pretty. Wait, can I just pause really quickly and say that, like, if I offer my opinion, or like I hesitate to say a critique, if I offer a thought or a feeling on a piece of music, please know that I don't mean it like your pick sucks or you have terrible taste. Like I would hope that some of you are new, of course, today, but and in the last couple of days, but I would hope that you could understand that when I want to have legitimate conversations with you about why I like or dislike something. But when I say dislike, I don't mean that I think it's a pile of shit that should be thrown out, right? I would almost never, you would have to actually give me a bad song. And I was talking with Alexa, the composer for Outer Worlds 2, since I'm in that, and I'm going to do my big like reveal of it next week with an interview with him that will be uploaded. And I was like, do you really feel like there's any bad music in video games? Like, yeah, there are some, of course, but like in general, I think it's really difficult to find bad music in games. Like I'm talking like composed poorly or, whatever. Like it's really difficult. It's really difficult to find truly bad writing in music in games because ultimately it is a product. Do I think that there is bad music? Yeah. Do I think there's music I don't love or I don't like? Obviously. So I want to make it abundantly clear that when I say, man, I'm not really crazy about that, or I don't like it, or I wish that they did this, that's not me saying that the piece that you, especially for patrons, this is not, it's not like, oh, I spent money for Marco to tell me that my song sucked. You know what I mean? Like that's like the last thing that I would ever want to do. Not only because I respect you as people, but also because I respect that money is money. So I'm not going to sit here and be like, well, this is fucking trash. But I will, obviously I feel like I have an obligation to at least be like, hey man, I don't really vibe with this because this, and this, and this, right? Like, because that's appropriate versus the opposite, which I would never do anyway. Even though I got in trouble for saying something was shallow, and that was a mistake on my part. Also, I got a really funny comment that I feel like I haven't done any roasting today. We got to do at least one roast. So someone commented on the Game Awards, and they said, talks about the importance of music, completely talks over the Muppets musical performance. Like, really? And that is really funny. That is a really funny comment. That is such a funny comment. I'm not even mad. That is the funniest shit I've ever read. That is truly the funniest comment I have ever received negatively towards me. I talked over the Muppets. When was that? When was Miss Piggy in the flow? Was that after Ace Combat? Because as soon as Ace Combat happened, it was over for me. But I tuned out everything after that. Was it after? Was it right after? I think it was right after AC8. And sorry, but I could give two shits about Miss Piggy and Wolf singing after that. Streamer Game Awards. It was just them talking. It was just them singing about the games. Hold on. I need to know where it happened, just so I understand where my mental state was. Okay, so here's AC. Yeah, so AC6 is right here, or AC8 is right here, and then the pod racing. Yeah, it was. Oh, come on! It was right out. I don't even remember this game at all. I was busy having a fucking mental breakdown over this. And over the pod racing coming back and fucking Sebulba from my, Sebulba. Old Sebulba. What am I going to do? Not freak out? And then Miss Piggy and them sang a song about, how every guest. That is the funniest comment. It's got to be Rage Bait, right? There's got to be Rage Bait. Talks about the importance of music, talks over the entirety of the Miss Piggy song. It's got to be Rage Bait. It's gotta be Rage Bait. It's gotta be. That's the funniest comment ever. What did I think about the Werner Herzog Warframe trailer? I thought it was pretty dope. I wish that Warframe didn't have to continue to redefine itself, and I'm not sure that trailer necessarily helped that definition. And I also don't love that they showcased like pivotal story beats. You're mad now? How can I make it up to you? All right, let's go back. Let's reshift. I'm sorry for disrespecting Miss Piggy. Warframe has a story? Are you being serious? Is this the moment that I convince you to play Warframe? Influence you? It's Rage Bait. You thought it was a MOBA? Happy Friday. No. Okay, what I need you to do. Okay, hear me out. It's a looter shooter with it's free to play, and it's a power fantasy game. You go through the different tile sets of the different planets, and you complete them, and you get to Neptune, and the story starts, and it's pretty cool. It's like sci-fi fantasy. there are things called warframes in it. They all have different powers, 4 different power abilities. You can mod them so that they become more powerful. As you progress through the game, you do cool stuff. You meet cool factions and syndicates, and you could literally do everything in the game. It would take you thousands and thousands and thousands of hours. It's like Destiny 2 but better. And if you like power fantasy and like doing 1 million damage and maxing out, and the story is personally, from my taste, is one of like the most human stories I've ever experienced. It's very complicated, but they've made the beginning fairly easy to ramp up into. Like the goal is to get to Neptune through the star chart. If DE called me to voice a character, I asked Reb like 2 years ago when I was like knee deep in voiceover. I was like, Reb, how do I audition for you? If she were to call me today and be like, Marco, we want you to voice like Grendel, I would shit my pants and I would immediately say yes. Warframe is great. And if you like stories, which I know you do, I think you would actually really like Warframe. It's just a question of getting there, because it takes it's a bit of an on-ramp. Dynasty Warriors in space. I mean, in theory, you're like annihilating a ton of enemies in one go. So in that regard, yeah, I suppose I could see that, because you're like kind of just like steamrolling enemies everywhere you turn. So in that sense, yes, but it's honestly like just sit down with it, be overwhelmed. It's very overwhelming. I never got into it previously because I have terrible internet. I don't know if that matters now, but it could. I don't know. That's a fair point. I don't know if you'll rubber band or not. Yeah. Anyway, okay. Let's reset. Sorry for the Warframe tangent, but there's like 3 games in my life that like 5 games in my life that I like truly love at this stage in my life, and that's Guild Wars 2, Warframe, Wuthering Waves. I'm talking live service. Where Winds Meet, and like I don't know, something else probably. I can't remember off the top of my head. Like that's sort of my like rotation. And then in between that, I have like all those single player games that I like to play. And I'm not even saying that I play all these a lot, but those are like the ones I always come back to, or they're always installed because I never know if I'm going to go back to them. It's all the W games, and Guild Wars 2, of course. Wow. I just saw that Digimon Time Stranger has sold over 1 million copies worldwide. That's incredible. That's really cool. Yeah. Oh, and by the way, for those of you that care, I'm really enjoying Trails in the Sky SC very much. I'm 10 hours deep. I'm in the the old school grounds, and I'm fighting a giant centaur, a mechanical centaur. All right, let's pop into the child you were. Yeah, Danny. No, I mean, I don't really cover it anymore just because of everything that happened with the music staff out of principle, but I have a lot of good hours in Destiny.
I give you one more chance, but I won't forget. Big stars are falling in night.
That's true.
And you're falling too. Loneliness was painful
Oh, please drop. Please drop. Oh, okay. Musical blue balls. Thanks, Danny. That's nice of you. Love that harmony. So the upper harmony is interesting there. I'll talk about that in a second. That's beautiful. That's really nice. I love the guitar riff on this descending down. It's really cool. I'll talk about that too. Wow, that's nice. A nice sustain there too. A little. Nice. Nice, slow and raw. Really nice. So here's the thing about a piece like that. That piece is really nice, and this is what we would call, this is a natural buildup. Sorry, Luna wanted pets because, she took a shit, and she had to come in here and let me know. That's what she does. My dog comes in, she poops. Daddy, I pooped. Good job. Good girl. Good job. Okay, and then she leaves. That's my little raccoon. The amazing thing about this piece to me is we have this natural climb up the mountain, and then the natural kind of descent off the mountain. So we have this natural, and it's great because I loved the harmony in that very much. The harmony, especially in the upper register. Sometimes sometimes we'll have a little bit of a lower harmony, and then the middle, and then sometimes we'll have the upper. But in this case, we had the upper, which was really nice because it kind of gave this feeling of longing or remembrance. Sometimes a lower harmony, obviously it's a richer sound because it's lower, and that naturally is going to produce this feeling of also reflection and contemplation. But I think when we choose to use harmony in the upper register, in this particular soundscape, we're going to get a sound that's a little bit more full of possibility and hope and like a destiny, right? Speaking of destiny earlier, right? So there's this feeling of climb, and then we also get the climb there with the guitar as we build up into right, which is very cool. Very, very, very cool and nice, generally. I mean, it's a beautiful little piece. And again, like, this is an indie game that you've probably never heard of. I'm a teenage exocolonist. You've never heard of it. I mean, I'm sure you have, because you're all incredibly well-educated gamers and you understand game culture. But, you know, here's another example of an indie game. Clarify. Hold on. I am a teenage. I am a teenage 40-year-old. I was a teenage. Okay, so just for an example, so it's like a bit of visual novel-ish mixed in with like, obviously this isn't going to be everybody's cup of tea, right? But fundamentally it's pretty cool, because even though it's published by Finji, that's done Tunic and Corgi Space. What the fuck is that? Hi Luna, what you doing? What you doing? Was Toby being a silly boy? Toto. Oh my god, our other dog is playing underneath the blanket, and he's tossing and turning. Toby. That's so cute. Go out. Go. Anyway. So, you know, it's pretty amazing how, you know, this is an indie game. Great music. There's so much love poured into some of these indies. It's really something. All right. And yeah, Diegetic is cool. I need to play the altars. Let's do Earthbound, because I don't know enough of it. Any horse girl? No Umas today. Winter's theme. The theme for the Snowy Town Winters and Earthbound home of Jeff. Okay. It's on the SNES, right? I know that. It's not crazy. What? Did you hear that Christmas lick? That's excellent. I mean, it's such a nice Christmas. I wish the snow actually felt like that song. Fuck the snow. But you know, the wind in my face and my fucking nostrils freezing. I guess I'm a little jaded about about the snowy season of winter. But you hear how there's the childish sense of joy in that sound. You know, there's the childlike wonder of like, oh, I'm so happy that, you know, the holidays are here, or, you know, the tingle of tingle? Nope. The twinkle. the twinkle of you know, the sun glistening on the snow, and you get the little, like, you know, the feeling of like, you know, the glisten of the almost like sparkles and shines, and there's such a joy in that sound. Ba 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 ba. You know, like there's just a ba da da ya ba dee da ba be ba da da ba 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 ba. The whimsy, exactly. It's very charming, very charming. Okay, with that, friends in the arts, I am going to let you go. I have to do a few things on my end, a few things that are calling my attention. I really appreciate you all coming to hang out. It's terrific to have so many of you here, and I hope you had a good time. For those of you that were here for your first time, we do this every Friday. We listen to music from Patreon suggestions. And just so you know, the 23rd of this month, so in 2 weeks, we'll be doing a community one where we listen to you know, your suggestions, not from the Patreon. We're gonna try to do that every month. Hopefully this was enjoyable. I'll be back to stream Claire Obscure, and we'll be listening to something. Oh, Illuminous Arise, and doing a bunch of giveaways for stuff from that game company on Monday. We will be doing Trails of Cold Steel 2 on Tuesday. We'll be doing Super Paper Mario on Wednesday, and we'll be doing Command & Conquer 4's soundtrack on Thursday. And then Friday we'll be back here for another stream. So feel free to join the Discord server if you like. Hey, Starlight. Feel free to... Any plans on doing Songs of the Year? Not now. But we will also... I do need to get ready for the Golden Meatballs, which is... I don't know if I'm actually going to be able to pull it off before January. But that will be a sharing of music and games that I loved this year. I feel like it's nice to do a yearly roundup. So, with that being said, I will talk to all of you much later, and take care. Be well. Have an excellent weekend, everybody. I will be playing lots of games this weekend, and hope you are too. All right, take care of yourselves. Be well, and we'll talk very, very soon. See you Monday.